What's going on, guys? This video is going to be focused on Shelfmade, the top laner for G2N, and he had a really good first split in the German league last year, and so he's looking to kind of grow that. He's only 19 years old, and so yeah, the focus is to just understand him better. And so we're going to go through the games, only focusing on him, to see what we think. His opponent is irrelevant, which, I mean, that's a pretty damn good opponent to compare himself to. His team is good. I mean, his team is good for what they are. And their opponents, Ahububu is like, it's like, all right. Reeker, I mean, obviously he's known in the tier 2 system for doing well. And Funky has had his good moments in the PRM league. And Kaiser is, well, he has LEC experience. So it's not like the team they're against is like some slouch. Now he's playing with Skarner and he's playing Rek'Sai into K'Sante. All he can really do is win lane and go from there. His champion does have some good usage just because, I mean, I don't think the bot lane is really that annoying for him to deal with in the end of the day. For sure, Cassio is very annoying. That's a guarantee. But let's see. In the beginning, like, he can get push. He can upkeep pressure even and do some weird trades because he has all the regen. He knows the enemy jungler is pathing away from him, so there's not a lot of worry on getting ganked, which means he could. I mean, I highly doubt. I don't think I've ever really seen a Rek'Sai try to proxy. There is an opportunity that you can do some weird shit like that. But it looks like for now, you know, he'll take some whatever trades. He's already on a plate. It's off to a great start. I mean, if you can get a 3-wave crash and get a plate instantly, he's gonna have a much better buy compared to K'Sante. And of course he has jungler on his side, so even better. You notice that he hasn't, like, he pulled the wave and he decided not to contest it. Obviously K'Sante will be in a better position to grow his Qs and actually contest him. And so his job is to just stall the wave as much as he can to make K'Sante scared of Skarner gank. It makes K'Sante play a little worse, and it just gives him a lot of power. So here's the gank, and they win. They burn just his flash to make it work. And he does his base right away so he doesn't lose as much CS, because again, he can't really contest K'Sante after the fact. He knows the Kiana is on bot side, and she can go from her bot camps upwards into him, but his Skarner's playing on his side. And the K'Sante is actually proxying the waves, which Rek'Sai doesn't really care. I mean, obviously he can't get as much opportunity on hitting the plates and everything, but it's not really a big deal to him. Like, he has too much HP, like, it doesn't really matter. So now he's proxying pretty deep too. Yeah, I mean, they're both just doing the same thing. He should want to base and, like, go fight the K'Sante, though, like, which he is doing now, because even though they can continue doing this path, it's not good for him. Like, he wants to be able to use his advantage to, like, screw with the K'Sante. And honestly, like, you know, he right there, he wanted to trade. Oh, but I'm going to drop CS if I do that, so he's back in top. He also knows that Kiana is pathing away after doing these camps, so he's kind of free to do whatever. And so Irrelevance is going to keep doing this, because Irrelevance is basically skipping, and Skarner can't kill him. So it's kind of a weird situation. I don't really know what else he would really do outside of basing, and hopefully the Skarner is just there to, like, stop the K'Sante. But if K'Sante R's the Skarner, technically he can die, like, which is really annoying for Skarner. And so eventually the K'Sante just takes his base, and overall it's been great for him. I mean, of course, he does have to, like, be late to this situation, so G2N is able to get a bit more out of it, but so be it. All in all, I will say that for me, I feel like what Shelfmade has done is good for the start of the game. I mean, like, he can't really do much about the proxying, and he played the lane correctly in the beginning, in the opener. Does suck that he's losing plates, though. And obviously he couldn't walk up because like, if he gets Q3 W'd in an R, like he's just gonna lose a bunch of HP, which is not good. He has item. He got his first base off and he has item. So now he's going to be pushing his lane hard. And K'Sante cannot proxy at this point because Rek'Sai could just run at him and fight him. Pretty sure Rek'Sai can get away with that. With these items. But weird enough, he's... I don't know why he himself would proxy here, though. Because now K'Sante could just go back to where he was before. And the only reason why he would do this is, like, boost the Skarner invade, but Qiyana ganks bot, so who really cares? I don't know if I like this. I mean, if he ganks mid, obviously you could... Well, now he's gonna miss the wave top, so... This didn't really do much. I mean, he did get the ghost, but, like, yeah, it wasn't very... affecting. And then also, K'Sante was able to get a base over him thanks to doing that. I mean, he's chilling. I mean, he's doing fine. Those kinds of trades don't matter unless K'Sante all-ins him and then he can't get out and he just dies. That's the only issue you would have. So all in all, what do I think? He's playing Rek'Sai versus... Yeah. Rek'Sai versus K'Sante. Opener... I don't really have like an issue with the opener, to be honest. Like, three-way crash, one plate, pull, hold, okay, kill. Like, I mean, it was generally like a pretty damn good opener. And then lane-wise, her CS was excusable to a degree, but second time, so that's how I feel for the early game. Not a lot happened for him. I mean, he swapped into bot side. He's hitting some plates. So this is the, yeah, see, like, this is like the only situation you have to be really careful on. And he ended up having to blow his flash because like while he can hit it, he can survive to a degree. There's yeah, I mean, K'Sante has a lot of stick. He's a sticky character, especially with IBG. He's a very sticky character. He did TP. I mean, technically, if he was doing this, by the way, and the Corki's going in, he should TP right now. Like, if they were really down to it, especially because the Corki's 0-2. Corki's 0-2. The Qiyana's 3-0, and you see the Qiyana. If he TPs now, no flash on Caitlyn. He has a shot to make something out of this. But he TP's pretty late, which ends up being, like, kind of useless. Like, by the time he gets here, it's like, oh. So, like, I guess he gets the flash out of K'Sante, and that's it. So now he has to stay with the team, and the Zero, like, I mean, technically... I mean, they did pick up the kill, which is surprising. I'm actually surprised they picked up the kill. But one thing I have to say is, like, when he does this TP, Azir's supposed to back off. Like, they should have had a plan to recover bot. And Rek'Sai can stay top because he used TP. The only other thing you can say is Rek'Sai instantly bases and goes bot. So you have Azir to cover him, but, like, the K'Sante TP top, right? So, like, in the end of the day, like, they don't have a TP either to answer it, so who cares? So he needs to get farm. I mean, like, for sure, like, he needs to get farm. And, like, when he's doing this play here, the Corki's still top. Like, you don't need to fight them here. Especially if I'm looking at this as a Rek'Sai, like, I feel like this just looks awful. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, this looks so fucking dangerous, and he's dead. So, like, he just killed himself for no reason. Like, he needs to be faster on the first TP. So now he's top, no TP. His team's making plays, it's fine. He just needs to shove this out. Everyone's there. So he's just gonna hit plates and force someone to answers. Oh, actually, is the turret already dead? Oh no, it was one plate. So he gets the turret, gets another crash. Okay, he should never hit this though. I mean, like, if he dies, that's stupid. He also, in theory, could just... I mean, like, I don't know. He should just surrender this. I mean, he should go do the Krugs, go do mid-wave, anything else. Always looking for that one-hit top. It just seemed wild. I don't know why he would do that. So he's coming from base. He has TP. Azir has TP. Baron's in 10. Azir is the one who wants to go bot. Cass is showing top. Cass should just go top. I don't know why they would send Rek'Sai with the squad. I mean, he should just push out bot himself, and Azir should go top. Like, no way Rek'Sai's doing anything into the Cassio, so why do this assignment? So, like, to me, it's like... And that is part of it. Like, again, like, he's not good. He's never going to do anything to the Cass, and the Cass can just kill him, too. The only upside is that the Azir gets to hit the turret, but now it's kind of like a map split, so it's not necessarily, like, who cares so much, and then both sides can eat camps, so, yeah, there's not really... Not a huge difference. The only thing is that, did these guys just, like, get too scared? I think the only change you would make as big going into this is, so they caught the mid wave, right? If they catch this next wave with K'Sante, or does K'Sante need to be bought sooner? I mean, they successfully zoned them, and if the K'Sante stays with the wave, they can zone them. Like, if you look at this... Oh, I don't have Epic Pen out. So, if he actually stays... Ooh, that's pretty light. If he stays in this pocket, they have to run into him, which is not really that fun. And she can start hitting. They could just play 2 lanes, like, straight up. If they want to, they could just play 2 lanes, and who cares? Yeah, the Azir's gonna solo hit this, but it is what it is. Like, you kind of already chose these assignments as big. They also, in theory, could just go top and then overload and be on this turret as a squad. But instead, they kind of screw it up completely. So, Shelfmade is, like, fine. They're both TPing? That's crazy. I don't think they need to both TP. Like, no one was even, like, ready to fight for this yet. Everyone's using spells, and the Rek'Sai is flanking. which is not necessarily bad because he can kind of scout. Slow it down. Okay, so that's his knock-up target. It looks like he literally did nothing. What? So she's invisible. He can't see anything. Surely he has tunnel, right? Also, if he was doing this, why would he not just, like, run up and just knock up the cast at the very least? Like, he could have gotten damage down. He could have done a lot of stuff here. He kind of did absolutely nothing and then just ran away. So... yeah, I don't know. I feel like he could have just also kept marking the Kiana. Like there was a lot he could have done differently there. So Corki just died. Obviously, the Corki's like playing this like really terribly, right? And the Rek'Sai, like he can't necessarily like I know he wants to flank per se, but also like he needs to give some like if the Skarner's not there, like he has to be in front, and he's not. Ooh, they are getting owned. And now he's not catching as many waves. Yeah. That's pretty much the game. I don't need to make too many other notes on that. So for the first game, my feeling is like it kind of feels like a I feel like it feels like a 58 to me, or something around there, out of 100. Like, just didn't have any impact. Missed time situations. Flat. I mean, like it was just flat. Like he could have done more. He definitely could have done more. For this game, as a tier 2 player, like it was fine, but as like a tier 1 player, they would have done a lot more with how that game went. So his top side is like terrible. I mean, it's Sion, Malphite, Tilia. Like this is like not a great top side. Enemy has quite a lot more damage to like do what they want to do. They have more outplay capabilities, so we'll see what happens. He's on weak side, but so is the other guy, so not the end of the world. Getting some really good trades. Very good trades. Oh, he's kind of killing it, actually. He has priority for the lane, and the Malphite is able to deny the top crab, but it's not like they're gonna dive top either. And based on bot lane, he could have taken it, but he wanted to go mid first, I guess. Or he thought, oh, I know, he thought Jace crossed for it, so he made Jace waste his time. But it's not like that game altering or anything. It would only matter if he actually got double crabbed. The hell of an opener, man. Up 4 CS against Mbessa. That's good. Like a 70. You know, like there's nothing crazy happening or anything, but at the end of the day, like it felt like a pretty solid start. Interesting. And he's out. We'll play Toasty. Yeah, he's getting a lot of good trades against this guy. Oh, and he knows about the fruit. Well played. It's like he knew about the fruit, and so if he actually just ran to it, because he knows it's up. I don't know if he looked at it, he's like, oh, it's not up yet, and then he went back to the wave, and then he's like, oh shit, it just spawned. Because yeah, like once he's in this position, it's a long trade. Like yeah, Mbessa will win the long trade. So losing his flash, losing his R, might get dove. It's like I don't know. It was just a tough situation with the spawn, because if it spawns like at the time when he's checking, like the lane is won by a mile. Like he is in such a good position. But because it became a fight for the fruit, I like the only thing he could have done differently is if he like R'd the wave sooner, knowing that it's like a really bad situation, and then that way he saves his conditions, gets the wave, and then like things are back to being okay. Like that's the only way he changes it up. Only way. I mean, he just got her R. I mean, like the guy felt like he was in a serious enough situation that he had to press R, so. And TP's back up, so in the end of the day, the trade actually doesn't feel that bad. He's very much on weak side. But he's holding his own. I don't know if I would ever rush Thornmail. I feel like that's pretty awful. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of that, but hey, it is what it is. These guys sayonara back to the lane. He's down 2 plates. Down 2 plates. I mean, like I said, he's not getting help. So, for the time being, all he can do is just handle himself. And now they're swapping, so they're getting a swap lead over their opponents, which is great. So he based and coordinated that, which is nice to see. He might be able to actually get a plate from this. We'll see. Nope. Goes the word first and check out shit. I like that. That's good. So, let's see. Alternative is basically insta R. I definitely like the vision first, for sure. Unfortunately, for what you can, like, if you had the replay, like the actual replay to see how these trades like kind of go through, you could give a better like feel for how well he's doing. But for now, all we basically get are like these little quick excerpts, and the rest is just like macro play. It's some timing. But as you can tell, he's steadily losing, and that's expected. Like, he went Thornmail, which doesn't really do him any good. Like, yeah, he could go Bramble, but like going Thornmail, not the most useful. And the only upside here is that Mbessa ended up TPing for part of a flank situation. And of course, he's never going to TP because he's like super low, right? So he actually just gets jailbreaked to hit bot, and that's great for him. And if he sees Mbessa still hitting top, here's the thing. He could hit bot, and then he could TP top or whatever the case is. So he could greed for this. But what they're eyeing is that the drag is coming up in 13 seconds, 10 seconds, right? So if he bases and goes top, regardless of them losing out on this situation, he'll be primed and ready with TP for drag, which makes this basically a guaranteed play bot, which is great. So like, in terms of just following the team's like goals and plans, he is sacrificing opportunities to enhance himself to improve the team plan, which is basically Dragon Soul, and that's the best play he can do. And since Mbessa rotated mid, for him, it's like, okay, like, is there any point on me rotating now? I'm already late. They're throwing the Herald down. He could have, I guess, started moving now to try to just make sure that the next wave these guys don't do anything. But it's a non-cannon, and Talia's on the wave, so he ends up making the right choice of just staying top, and he actually gets a full turret. And he still can't shift mid because, of course, you know, like the Mbessa came back right away. He's just gonna shove it out, so like he needs to like hold it. That's good. The game feels pretty good for on his side. Besides like one minor point of an error. Ooh, he joined. So he's coming from bot. He's joining a team play in which they hit mid. Ilya has a move. These guys are clearly showing numbers on bot. And Mbessa still doesn't have TP, which means that he could TP bot, or top, after the play. Oof. Well played. That was awesome. That was actually awesome. That was great. Gotta make sure I save these VODs. For some of these links. I think lane-wise, say early game. Felt pretty flat, like a 55. This early game, besides that one point, was still like upper levels, like tier 2, in my opinion. That's how it felt. which is great. I mean, like, seriously, this is like definitely one of those things where you're like, wow, that was like very altering in a way. Because even if they lose the full turret top, killing the two of them bot, really nice. They still saved the CP. Yeah, then Bessa is like strong. For sure, she is strong. Yeah, they probably could play it a little bit better because if you're going to send 5 people bot, like surely you should be able to get more out of this, right? And so I think the only difference here is like Toasty isn't here immediately. Or Toasty like walls them or something. Like surely they can get the J Splash. But I like the play still. I mean, like getting yourself involved and fishing for it. So they're just playing for soul. So they just have to hold the map, don't do stupid shit, get enemy flashes. You know, he's shoving top one time. He's doing it again. I personally like this situation. To me, this should be his shift timer to mid. Because he could be on mid with the rest of these guys. And his Talia even has a shift for this timer too. And with the ultis they have, they can look. I mean, like, that's the core thing, right? Like, if you get the flashes, you can't stop the Malphite from doing what he wants to do. And so, like, that's, like, the crux of your game plan, in a way. So we're going into a full-fledged fight. Sum's on, which makes the Malphite not nearly as useful. And the Malphite's even, like, losing all of his conditions before it's happening, which I don't really understand. And they're clearly entering through bot, and yet he's TPing mid. Which means that if you're standing on this try right here, you're basically poised to run this way. He's going to shove this. If they show this, he has to back up. And you're just playing, like, the chains, right? Like, the chains this way. Like, pull them each way. That's all you're looking to do. So his teammates are kind of failing on the right side. And Malphite died before anything even happened. Ooh, that was a lot of damage on his W. He doesn't even have Cyan ulti. But the enemy team overdove. Because Reeker is still going, and he's losing all his health. And meanwhile, Toasty's like kind of just like on the side, able to do whatever the hell he wants. So, yeah, Big went too deep. G2 inted, then Big went, then Big inted, and then Shelfmade kind of just got like a free play. And then they got the Drexel, which kind of seals the deal at that point. That's correct. Flanker on top, TP coming, Jace and Jinx in front. Stall out the 2 primary DPS like champs. Hope that your team can handle the rest. And you did your job. So that was correct. What he did was fully correct. This is kind of useless, low-key. Like, if the wave is already pushed in this manner, like, look at it. Like, there's so much here. His teammates are here, and you have all this vision here. He could just be praying for mid if he really wants to. The guy has no flash. Like he shows here, and then the Jinx still walks off despite that Sion has a full shift. So yeah, I feel like I mean, good for him, right? Like, he still gets to play to kill Jinx. It's just... I mean, like, there wasn't, like, a whole lot of point for him to go bot in the first place. So they secure it. Dragon Soul, Baron... Looks pretty free. And Best is showing top with no TP, so it's go time. And he's the one who starts, which is great. The wave has to get pushed out top. It must get pushed out top.
Wird ja auch geerntet von Rien. Jede Ultenkill. Das Kranke ist... Oh, warte, Rika geht noch rein. Rien spielt Frontline. Schön ist das gegen die besser Ulten geholt.
When should he TP? His TP is like mostly fine. Yeah, I feel like the TP is mostly fine. That's all she wrote. That was fine. I would say that this was like there's some shift errors to me that are happening. A few shift errors where he could do something a little bit different. I feel like what is necessary for Scion, I think. TPs were better than first game. What would I give this guy for this game? It felt like a little bit of a higher level Scion game to me. I think there's some things that could have been better, but I felt like it was a little bit better than I was expecting. Well, this will be interesting. So he's playing Sahin. Is that how it's spelled? Sahin? I actually don't know the exact name of the champion. He basically has to start either E or Q. And I mean the beginning of the lanes is gonna be kind of whatever. Because this champion's not really that like OP in the beginning. And he always needs long trades. Long trades are good for him, but like if the guy can disengage like Gnar, it's like pretty obnoxious as well. So from my feeling from playing it, I feel like I needed levels to do what I wanted to do. Levels and my item desperate, because when I had the item I felt actually really strong, but until then it just was kind of whatever. Yeah, It's not going the best. I mean, he is like gonna be even-ish in farm by the time he base TP, so it's not like the end of the world. Also, that base was good. Like, just to say, like, yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, he probably could try warding and then trying to stay, but like at the same time, the Nara's just gonna abuse him while he's trying to go for the ranged minions, which in the end of the day basically means he's gonna drop CS anyways. So that was a good sign. I'm curious if he rushes tier 2 boots. Yeah, you do. Tier 2 boots. Makes sense. Because I'm thinking, I was like, it's a hard matchup. I feel like if Zaheen with like more MS and to be able to deal with the autos from Nar will make it easier. So you got the best buy possible. And we'll see how the rest of it shapes out for him. I mean, I don't think they're ever killing this guy, by the way. I mean, like even if like this guy ultied in, it doesn't even look remotely close. So like I have no idea what the hell they're doing. As an opener, it felt. I mean, I'm sure like he probably would get shit on more if it was a better Gnar. But in the meantime, it's just a very standard good start, right? Early game wise, like. Yeah, I don't know. The dive is like pretty awful, and so him dying also, it's like, oh shit. He loses the wave too. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he had to get his flash from that. Interesting. Interesting, actually. Oh, he got his flash solo. That's pretty nice. And it bought him some time. I mean, he did get fruit, so he's like in good conditions to stay. And keep pushing his buy up so he can actually get the items he wants to get. Oh, shit. That was a nice plan by them to have the Galio TP. It was a nice reactionary TP by him. I mean, in the end of the day, like... This matchup's not getting any easier. I mean, I saw what he was looking for, and he did have some good dodges. He did have some good dodges in that situation, but... Really? That's amazing. Holy shit. Yeah, he's getting ran. It's not an easy matchup. As long as he can hold on, maybe he can make it out. So they got a swamp. He's gonna drop more waves to do this, though, which again is not really the most amazing feeling by any means. As his early game, it's kind of just like, to me, I feel like, yeah, you could say it's like a 55 because, yeah, the dive definitely screwed him out. There's some things that he did that were good, right? Like, this was good. Obviously, this was terrible, but it just is what it is. It's not like if you put someone down for a 55 that you say, like, oh, you know, like, they just cannot play this champion or anything like that. It's just how the game worked. Like, the dive is really the main thing to avoid, and if he did avoid that situation, it would have been at least more manageable. As you can tell right here, like, he just gets ran down. And so, like, whew. I've seen that so many times too, by the way. Just like the Mundo ball flash, like, I just so stupid that that's like a combo. He did try TPing, but he got canceled. Oh no, he didn't get canceled. He TP'd to bot. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny, actually. Like, no offense, but he actually has the sack in this case. Because the Gnar TPing, just, like, kind of ruins the moment. And if at least he's there present for the fight, it gives you a better shot. But he chose himself this time. Like, in the second game, he was choosing his team. This game, he chose himself because he's feeling it, right? Like, he's playing a carry, but he's down against the Gnar. And so he gets a full... He gets the tower. He gets some waves. Great. But... yeah, the damage is kind of done. Like, that sucks. He can't be with this team because if Mundo and him stand together, they're just useless. So, in the end, him being on flank is fine. It's not his flanking power is really that crazy by any means. The Gnar is very scary. It's a very weird situation because, like, if you're Shelfmade, the enemy duo is split upwards, and so you have these. It's awkward because, like, these two are here, they're three here, your three are here, you have one here, and then it's you here, right? So you effectively have a 2v3 here and a 3v2 here. So, like, yeah, they could push them out, and they could, but I'm pretty sure Ori's just good enough to do that on her own. Because she has flash, the Zeri has no flash. And so these two, the Sivir Lulu should just be sending it and turning this into a 4v3. Because for him right now, like, I mean, like, all he needs to think about is just start fist fighting. Like, yeah, he just needs to start getting his passive up. So, like, we're just gonna see what he does. But, like, I think he's playing. I think he's too focused on the jungler too. I feel like he should just go on anyone. Like, I don't know why he's throwing his W. Just run at the Gnar, fight the Gnar. If you get CC'd, like, maybe they'll try to pop you, but you want that. Like, no offense, but, like, you want them to focus their abilities on you. Like, you're 0-1. Like, you're compared to everyone else on your team, like, you're a piece of shit. No offense. So do what you're supposed to do. But it kind of takes too long, and so like he ends up just running into the Wukong, and he just gets CC'd and does 0 damage. Doesn't even stop the Galio from going in. And then he Rs. And they do win in the end, which is, I mean, like, good for them, right? But, like, I don't know, like, he really could have done a lot more. I think it's because the Zeri just inted it up big time. Like, if you look at the Zeri's so focused on these two. Like, she's going right in these two, but then Toasty's just, like, here. Like, he could just like, fight you the entire time. You don't have flash. And you're E'ing it, so, like, you literally have no way to dodge anything. If they let this just play out, the Zeri could have ran here, and it would have been so good for them. So Funky kind of just, like, ruins the moment, and then Shelfmade gets to actually do stuff. But yeah, I don't like the way he approached that fight at all. Like... What else happening? Okay, so he gets on top of Irrelevant. Irrelevant has no flash. But he has his passive, so like there's no issue here. Like he's definitely gonna like win out pretty hard. Yeah, I mean he knew he was stronger and he could just bully him, so good for him. Then he just instantly TP'd and looked for a fight. Didn't find anything, but they start Baron. His team's crushing it. The 2 and 1 and 5 is definitely carried off the fact that his teammates are doing well, for sure. I mean, he pushed out top and he shifts this way, but it's too... The problem with this play is that it's too early, because what should be happening is the Sivir should already be bought. Like, the Sivir's doing the red, the Sivir should already be hitting to bot, and so, like, they should be shifting before that wave is where it's at, and they would already be contesting the tier 2 bot. So then his shift doesn't seem as bad, and they can actually prolong it a little bit more. But because it went that way, yeah, no, you really can't. And so, it is what it is. But they get another kill. Irrelevant dies again. Looks like this is gonna finish up pretty quick. He's kind of getting danced around a little bit. I mean, if I'm looking at this situation, you know, huge wave crashes top. He has TP. His dual lane's basing. I mean, he could just base himself as well. If he doesn't want to base, so be it. But, like, definitely don't let the top wave slip, which he did. He let the top wave slip. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty inexcusable for them to happen, and a lot of that comes off him, so...
Den spielt sogar, er rennt einfach rein. Big turns, jump 3 mit Irrelevant, aber Riem, oh nein, Rien ist getornt, nein, nein, Rien ist
Oh, they got Rin. But what is he doing in this fight? Like, where is he?
Big turns, jump 3 mit hier.
So he's a little late. He knows that Galio-R, or sorry, not Galio-R, like Meganar ulti is used. Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's right here. Okay, I couldn't see him initially. So he's joining behind them. I think the most obvious thing that he could do, honestly, is just diving the back line. Like, I feel like his Sivir is already getting caught this way. He's not a good peeling champ, so... I mean, like, he definitely could have just helped all in and, like, helped kill these guys, but he ends up doing literally nothing, so...
Mono wird auch noch sterben. Ach du Scheiße, wir spielen den großen Weitwurf an. Wir spielen den großen Weitwurf an. Oh nee, oh bitte nicht. Okay, wir haben ja kurz Zeit. Kurzes Instant Replay.
And this is like the most important thing. Like, he needs to realize that, like, because the Ori ball is not fixated for peeling, it's fixated on, like, going for the back line. You need to make a change up on how you're playing that situation as Zaheen, but he didn't. So it looks really stupid. Oh, this guy just gets caught. He's dead. They really lost another drag. I feel like watching Shelfmade, you know, he has, I mean, as people would say, potential, but his overall play, I don't know. I feel like it leaves a bit to be desired. I mean, he's standing on mid. This guy goes in, he dodges, really good W. I think it's like the first time where he like really finds some like high value. And he definitely should just keep going because he has his passive, right? And he saved his ulti. He healed so much. Didn't die to Gnar, but they did all get CC. I mean, like, I don't necessarily mind what he's doing at first, because, like, he's going, right? And I figured, like, at this point, you know, he could get the Galio Zonias, and he could R in, and then they could finish off Galio afterwards, maybe. Like, he might be able to make it that way. Him flashing... probably overkill. Obviously, at this point, like, he needs to just go peel, and so he could just R over, and they could all swing into here, and this would work. He also could just go on this, but yeah, he has flash, he has ulti. And they both have flash. It's, like, kind of dangerous to go forward that way. And so Rin goes forward, gets rooted. And, yeah, they kind of just gave the flank over, and so they just all die. That's probably pretty much the game. Like, I feel like... And then he... It's like he just has to... I don't know. This wasn't correct. I mean, he has to fight the Gnar, by the way. Like, when the Gnar's walking in, like, I know it sucks for him, but, like, he needs to kind of just go on this guy. Like, he's giving Gnar so much access to the backline, and now Gnar's, like, in it. And, yeah, I mean... Yeah... I assume that's gonna be, like, the game at this point. Yeah, it is. I mean, it kind of sucks because, like, I have these notes on him, and so, like, I don't like how this went down. 53, actually. Thought that was better, but yeah, I feel like for this situation, like, I don't know. The top lane situation at 2620 really bad. Big. Plus, it's his job to hold the wave. Have the full picture on what to do with his champ in 5v5 fights. Skirmish, he seemed fine. So, like, I put a game like a 53. This one, I give him like a 52. Like, these are not great score lines, to say the least. I mean, like, these are like not someone like you would expect to be like really owning it up. And yeah, he definitely isn't. And it seems like the number one issue he has is just knowing how to impact the game after a laning phase. And of course, it's his second year, right? But it's just, yeah, it feels like that. So all in all, for Shelfmade, I think when looking at this is just what he has to resolve. And honestly, this is like a thing that you see with a lot of top laners, is that a lot of top laners, like especially the young guys, like they put a lot of focus on laning phase, doing well in lane. You know, they learn their matchups, their spell usage, and then they leave the lane, and then they have to figure out what is my role and what do I need to do. And like, it's interesting because in the Scion game, he showed that. Like, I felt like he, like, besides a few moments, like he had a pretty good idea on what he should do as Scion. But as Rek'Sai, it felt like kind of all over the place outside of the lane. And then you go into the Zaheen one, and again, it feels, besides catching some waves, he just didn't know what the hell to do with the champ. And so he just was useless. And it was mostly just his team carrying them. So I'll need to see more from him. For sure, I need to see more from him. Because I don't want to just base it on just one day. And there's still 2 more games. I'm not going to cover them all because it's already over an hour, right? But I will say I am cautious about this player. You know, I've heard a lot of good things, but I'm definitely just cautious from initial games. And eventually we'll watch him again and then kind of figure out where he's at from there. But for now, yeah, this is it.